Imagine this. The last vestiges of a dream dissolve, leaving you suspended in the quiet darkness of your own bedroom. But something is terribly wrong. Your mind snaps into focus with startling clarity. You're awake, you're aware, but your body remains a dead weight, utterly unresponsive. A suffocating pressure presses down, pinning you to the mattress. You try to lift a finger, to twitch a toe, but nothing happens. Your body has become a stone prison, and your conscious mind is the frantic prisoner inside, thoughts screaming and ricocheting off the walls of your skull in silent, dawning panic. Then, the real terror begins. The air in the room grows heavy, thick with an unseen static. It's a feeling before it's a sight, a palpable wave of pure malevolence washing over you, and in that moment, you know with absolute bone-chilling certainty that you are not alone. The presence takes form at the edge of your vision. For some, it's a tall, featureless shadow man. For others, it's an ancient hag, climbing onto their chest, her weight stealing their breath. Sometimes it's a demonic creature with glowing eyes. Whatever its form, it's there, watching you, feeding on your helpless terror. Adrenaline floods your system, a useless surge of power with nowhere to go. Every primal instinct screams at you to fight or flee, but you can do neither. You try to shout for help, but your throat is locked tight. You can feel the words forming, but only a faint, strangled gasp escapes, a desperate plea trapped behind your teeth. Your heart hammers against your ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the suffocating silence. This isn't a scene from a horror movie, it's a phenomenon that has haunted humanity for centuries. The incubus of medieval lore, the Kanashibari in Japan, the old hag of Newfoundland, cultures across the globe created myths to explain this universal terror. These ancient stories were humanity's best attempt to rationalize the irrational. But the truth, while less supernatural, is far more intimate. The monster isn't from the outside world. It's a terrifying glitch happening inside your own brain, a brief misfire in the intricate machinery of sleep. This is a real, documented neurological event that happens to millions. It's a terrifying glimpse into the borderlands between REM sleep and wakefulness, a gray zone where the vivid theater of your dreams spills out into the real world. Your mind awakens, but your body hasn't gotten the message, still locked in its protective paralysis. Welcome to the world of sleep paralysis. Imagine this. You wake up, or at least part of you does. It's the middle of the night, and your mind snaps into focus with a terrifying electric clarity. You can see the familiar shadows of your room, you can hear the faint distant hum of the city outside. But when you try to shift, to roll over, to lift a single finger, nothing happens. A wave of cold panic washes over you. You try to call out, to scream for help, but your voice is stolen, trapped in your throat. You are a conscious mind held prisoner inside a sleeping body. This horrifying, surreal experience has a name: sleep paralysis. But what is actually happening in the intricate wiring of our brain and body when we're trapped in this waking nightmare? The answer isn't supernatural, it lies deep within the elegant and sometimes flawed architecture of our sleep cycle. It all comes down to a specific, crucial stage of sleep called REM, or rapid eye movement. This is the brain's movie theater, where your most vivid, complex, and narrative-driven dreams unfold. During REM, your brain is surprisingly active, almost as if you were awake, to protect you from physically acting out these elaborate dream scenarios, say sprinting down a hallway while dreaming you're being chased, or leaping off the bed while dreaming you can fly. Your brain employs a brilliant, non-negotiable safety feature. A small but powerful region in your brainstem, the pons, acts as a master switch. It sends out powerful signals, releasing neurotransmitters, chemical messengers like glycine and GABA, that flood your spinal cord. These chemicals act as a brake, inhibiting your motor neurons and temporarily paralyzing all your voluntary muscles. This state is known as REM atonia. It's a natural protective mechanism that happens every single night, ensuring your body stays put while your mind roams free. You are, for all intents and purposes, safely switched off from the neck down. Sleep paralysis is the result of a stunningly simple, yet profoundly terrifying glitch in this system. Think of it as a moment of desynchronization, a misfire in the complex choreography of waking up. This usually happens as you're either falling asleep or, more commonly, waking up. Your conscious mind reboots and comes online before the pons has flipped the switch to release your body from its paralysis. It's like the lights in the theater coming up before the movie has ended and the ushers have unlocked the doors. You awaken into this bizarre, disorienting limbo state, caught between the world of dreams and the world of wakefulness. Your mind is alert and aware of your surroundings, but your body is still locked in the silent, motionless grip of rematonia. This explains the paralysis, but what about the terrifyingly real hallucinations? The demons in the corner, the intruders by the bed, the crushing weight on your chest? This is where the lines blur. It happens because your brain is still partially dreaming, and the vivid, emotional, and often illogical nature of REM sleep bleeds over into your waking perception. The paralysis itself fuels the fear, and that fear gives the dream fragments a terrifying form. Neurologists categorize these hypnopompic hallucinations into three main types. First, intruder hallucinations, the distinct and chilling feeling of a malevolent presence in the room. This is likely your brain's threat detection center, the amygdala, going into overdrive. It senses your complete vulnerability, and being a pattern-seeking machine, it creates a source for that intense fear out of shadows and silence. Second, incubus hallucinations, the sensation of pressure, suffocation, or being held down. During REM sleep, your breathing is naturally shallower. When your conscious mind wakes up and tries to take a deep panicked breath, it can't. The brain misinterprets this internal struggle against the paralyzed chest muscles as an external crushing force. Finally, there are vestibular motor hallucinations. These include bizarre physical sensations like floating, flying, or having a full-blown out-of-body experience. This occurs as your brain's vestibular system, which governs balance and spatial orientation, struggles to make sense of the profound disconnect between your conscious mind and your motionless body. If you've ever experienced this, you are far from alone. While it feels like a deeply personal and isolating event, studies show that it's a surprisingly common human experience. Estimates vary widely across populations and studies, but some research suggests that up to 40% of people will experience at least one episode of sleep paralysis in their lifetime. For most, it's a rare and fleeting anomaly, a strange story to tell, but for others it can become a recurring problem. This can create a vicious cycle. The fear of an episode causes anxiety around bedtime, leading to sleep deprivation, which is itself a major trigger for sleep paralysis. It can significantly impact sleep quality and overall mental well-being. But understanding the science behind it is the first most powerful step toward demystifying the terror and regaining control. So, what invites this unsettling visitor? The triggers are often rooted in our modern lives. At the top of the list is sleep deprivation. When an exhausted brain fumbles the delicate transitions between sleep stages, the on-off switch for rematonia, the natural paralysis that stops you from acting out dreams, can misfire. Irregular schedules are another major culprit. Our bodies thrive on a routine governed by our internal circadian rhythm. When we disrupt it with shift work or chaotic sleep patterns, we throw that system into disarray, making these glitches more likely. And then there's the curious case of sleeping on your back. For some, this supine position can make the airway slightly more prone to collapse, interrupting sleep. It's also a position often associated with vulnerability, potentially priming the brain for a fearful experience. Of course, stress and anxiety play a huge role. They keep our fight-or-flight nervous system on high alert, making it easier for the brain to snap into a state of panic if it wakes up paralyzed. But here is the empowering truth. If these are the triggers, then we hold the power to disarm them. The path forward begins with good sleep hygiene. This is about creating a sacred ritual around your rest. First, consistency is key. Aim to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends, to reinforce your body's natural rhythm. Next, architect your environment for peace. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. A lower body temperature is a key signal for sleep. Create a wind-down routine for the hour before bed. This is a non-negotiable buffer zone. Put away the screens, whose blue light tricks your brain into staying awake by suppressing the sleep hormone melatonin. Instead, read a physical book, take a warm bath, listen to calming music, or try journaling to offload the day's worries. This signals to your body and mind that it's time to power down. While these habits are foundational, the physical support you sleep on can be a game changer, because a comfortable body helps create a calm mind. That's why proper sleep support matters. I personally use the Emma adjustable pillow because it directly addresses key physical triggers that can lead to fragmented sleep, increasing the risk of an episode. Its genius lies in its customization. The pillow contains removable foam layers, allowing you to tailor the height and firmness perfectly to your body. This is crucial for maintaining proper sleep alignment, especially for side sleepers who need to fill the gap between their head and the mattress. By ensuring your neck and spine form a straight line, you prevent the physical strain that leads to fragmented sleep. The adjustable layers and breathable foam make it incredibly comfortable to sleep on your side, which naturally helps you avoid the back sleeping position linked to sleep paralysis. It's not just about avoiding a trigger, but about creating a sense of physical security. This promotes the deep, uninterrupted sleep your brain needs to cycle through its stages correctly. By combining good sleep hygiene with the right physical support, you can significantly reduce the frequency of episodes, and if one does occur, try to remain calm. Remind yourself what is happening. Focus on your breathing. Don't fight the paralysis, as panic only feeds the fear. Instead, try to wiggle a single finger or a toe. Often that small movement is enough to break the spell. Afterwards, it can be helpful to get up for a minute, take a sip of water, and reset before trying to sleep again. Most importantly, remember this. Sleep paralysis, while terrifying, is medically harmless, always temporary, and absolutely manageable. If episodes are frequent and cause you significant anxiety, it's always wise to speak to a doctor. But for most, understanding that it's a common, explainable glitch in your sleep cycle is the first and most powerful step toward conquering the fear. It demystifies the experience. You have the tools to reclaim your nights. Sleep well.